Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to ask you a very interesting question. What if your English could improve while you are sleeping? Imagine this. It is late at night. You finish your dinner. You turn off the lights. You lie down on your bed and slowly close your eyes. The day is over. Your body is resting. But what about your brain? Is it resting too? Not exactly. While you sleep, your brain is still active. It is organizing memories, processing information, and strengthening things you learned during the day. And this is where our story begins. Let me introduce you to Daniel. Daniel was a university student who wanted to speak English fluently. Every day he watched English videos. He learned grammar rules. He memorized vocabulary. Yet whenever he tried to speak English, he felt nervous. Words disappeared from his mind. Sentences felt difficult. One evening, Daniel discovered something interesting. He read an article explaining how sleep helps the brain strengthen memories. That idea stayed in his mind. What if I listened to English before sleeping, he wondered. That night, instead of scrolling through social media, Daniel played a simple English audio. The voice was calm. The sentences were short. The words were easy. He listened for 10 minutes before falling asleep. The next morning, something surprising happened. He remembered several phrases from the recording. Not perfectly, but better than expected. So he tried again, and again, and again. Soon it became a habit. Every night before sleeping, Daniel listened to simple English stories and common phrases. He never forced himself. He simply listened and relaxed. Weeks passed. Then one day, while talking with an online friend, Daniel noticed something. English words came to him more quickly. Simple sentences felt natural. His confidence had grown. Why? Because his brain had been hearing English every single day. This teaches us an important lesson. Learning English is not only about studying harder. Sometimes it is about creating more opportunities for your brain to hear and remember the language. Now, let's talk about what happens during sleep. Think of your brain as a giant library. Throughout the day, you collect information. New words, new sounds, new experiences. When you go to sleep, the librarian begins working. She organizes the books. She places important information in the right place. She removes unnecessary clutter. That is similar to what your brain does every night. Sleep helps strengthen memory. That is why students often remember things better after a good night's sleep. But there is something important to understand. Sleep learning is not magic. You cannot become fluent overnight. You cannot listen to one recording and suddenly speak perfect English. Real improvement comes from consistency. Small actions repeated many times. That is the secret. Now you may ask, what should I listen to before sleeping? The answer is simple. Choose easy English. Choose slow English. Choose relaxing English. For example, simple vocabulary, common daily phrases, short stories, positive affirmations, gentle conversations. Avoid complicated lessons. Avoid difficult grammar explanations. Avoid fast and stressful content. Your goal is relaxation, not pressure. Here are some examples of useful bedtime phrases. I am learning English. I enjoy learning English. I can improve every day. English is becoming easier for me. I speak English with confidence. These sentences are simple, but when you hear them regularly, they become familiar. And familiar things are easier to remember. Another powerful tool is repetition. Many learners think they always need new content, but repetition is one of the strongest learning techniques in the world. Think about your favorite song. Why do you remember the lyrics? Because you heard them many times. English works the same way. When you hear the same useful words repeatedly, your brain becomes comfortable with them. Comfort leads to confidence. Confidence leads to fluency. Let me share another story. A woman named Sarah worked long hours every day. She had very little free time. She wanted to improve her English, but felt too tired to study at night. Instead of giving up, she created a simple routine. Every evening, she listened to the same 5-minute English audio before sleeping. The recording included greetings, common expressions, and simple conversations. After a month, Sarah noticed that she understood more English than before. She was not studying harder. She was simply exposing herself to English consistently. That consistency made the difference. Now let me give you a simple nighttime R. Step 1. Turn off distractions. Step 2. Play a short English audio. Step 3. Relax and listen. Step 4. Repeat the same audio for several nights. Step 5. Trust the process. That's it. Simple. No stress. No complicated methods. Just consistent exposure. And remember something very important. Sleep learning should support your daytime learning. During the day, try to speak English, read English, listen to English, practice simple sentences. At night, allow your brain to review and strengthen what you learned. Together, these habits can become very powerful. Before we finish, I want you to remember 3 sentences. Say them with me. I am learning English. I can improve every day. I believe in myself. Once more. I am learning English. I can improve every day. I believe in myself. Wonderful. Your English journey does not need to be stressful. It does not need to be perfect. Progress happens one day at a time, one word at a time, one sentence at a time. And sometimes even while you sleep. Thank you for watching. Have a peaceful night, sweet dreams, and I will see you in the next lesson.